The Iceman Stonefly is a super fast sinking stonefly pattern with tons of flash, an awesome wing case, but still easy to tie.
I'm going to start off with a number 10 Kona terrestrial nymph hook in the vise. On that vise I've got a Nymph Head Evolution Mayfly Clinger Crawler tungsten bead. This is a size medium and brown. I'm going to start my thread right behind the eye of the hook. And I'm going to tie in 2 turkey biots in tan. And whip finish. Next I'm going to move the nymph head all the way behind the eye of the hook. Now I'm going to wrap some .010 lead wire right in the thorax area. Lay a dab of super glue on it. Now I'm going to restart my thread behind the wire. Now I'm going to tie in 2 more biots. See how these biots have that natural curve to them? We're going to take one of them and flip it on its back on top of the other one. So the curves are going against each other, making a V. We're going to tie that in for a tail. Looking something like this. Next I'm going to tie in a piece of Kylie's nymph skin in olive. For the next step I'm going to tie in some medium ultra wire. This is copper. Now I'm going to dub some yellow gold icewing fiber for an abdomen. For the next step I'm going to pull the nymph skin pretty tight over the abdomen and use the wire to bind it down. As you move forward, don't stretch the thin skin quite so much and it'll give you a nice widening taper. And helicopter off the wire. Next we're going to dub a thorax with the icewing fiber. Next we're going to cut 2 1-inch sections of silly legs and we're going to tie them in a V on each side of the thorax. Right now our legs are pretty close together, so what we're going to do is dub a really thin noodle of icewing fiber to spread them apart. And then advance our thread to right behind the head. Next we're going to use a medium-sized Hungarian partridge feather. We got a nice little V. We're going to lay the curvature down onto the body. And with loose wraps, we're going to tie this in. Then we're going to pull the stem toward the eye of the hook. Push down flat. Tighten the thread to lock that stem in. And cut it off. Next, we're going to lay the nymph skin over for a wing case. If you stretch the nymph skin real far before you cut it, it'll give you a clean cut. Now we're going to whip finish. So we're going to cut off the legs a little bit. We want the rear legs to be about the length of the feather fibers, maybe just a little bit longer. And the front legs to be just a little bit longer than them. Somewhere around there. To finish this fly off, we're going to cover the wing case in Loon UV thick. This totally sets off the whole fly. Brush out a little bit of the thorax.